Mama and Papa loudly named their baby Holler because he cried so loud. So loud the pecans fell from the pecan tree, and the prickly pear cacti sprouted more prickles. So loud every hound dog in the county rolled his ears and tossed his head back to bay. So loud the armadillos woke from their naps, and the turkey vultures dropped all their feathers. Hush, folks would holler, hush. Mama and Papa loved their son. They tried everything they could to get him to speak more softly. When he was a baby, they said, hush, nicely. When he was a toddler, they said, hush, sternly. And finally, when he was old enough to go to school, they found themselves shouting, hush! But it was no use. Every few generations, a loudly baby was just born, well, loud. And Holler had been a lucky one, too. I'm sure you all have known or met or seen someone who's short, scrawny, loud, and doesn't stop talking, says they've got small kid syndrome. Well, that's Holler. And this is a story about how Holler learns to control his voice. This is Holler Loudly by Cynthia Ladich Smith. Holler loved school. He loved art. He loved math. He loved reading and writing. And he loved facts and figures. But every time he exclaimed, yippee-ki-yay, I love math! His words came out too loud. So loud that Mr. Smarty's chalk burst, and the students ducked for cover. Minnie Bell said,
hush, nobody likes you.
Jimmy Joe said, off, or whatever he said. And Mr. Smarty said, hush, no recess for you. Holler did not like missing recess. How he wished folks didn't mind his voice. Holler loved to go fishing with Gramps and Gramps' friend Gus. He loved floating Gramps' boat. He loved baiting his hook with tamales, and he loved to catch catfish. But every time he exclaimed, Yahoo! Let's land a big one! His words came out too loud, so loud that he rocked the boat, sending them splash into the lake. The catfish said, and Gramps' friend Gus said, Oi, Usher mate, trying to catch me some croc. Gramps said, what was that? Why am I all wet? Holler did not like being all wet. How he wished folks didn't mind his voice. Holler was feeling blue, so Mama and Papa took him to the state fair. He loved the cotton candy, and he loved the Ferris wheel, and he loved the prize-winning livestock. But when he called, Soo-wee! Holler was so loud the hogs broke free, the cattle stampeded, and the whole fair shut down. Mama's patience had run out. Papa's devotion had worn thin. But Gramps' barbershop quartet was still playing in the town square. So they went to hear it. Holler loved Gramps. He loved Gramps' friend Gus, and he loved their barbershop quartet. But, howdy! Looks like rain! Holler yelled over the singing. Hush, Papa scolded, you're a distraction. Hush, Mama scolded, no one can hear the music. Hush, the whole town scolded. So finally, Holler hushed, and the quartet crooned on. It didn't seem fair, though. No one was telling Mr. Smarty to stop thinking, or Gramps and Gus to forget their songs, even though they did. Did folks want Holler to hush forever? Being loud was a part of who he was. Would they ever appreciate him, voice and all? Holler took comfort listening to the quartet. He loved the songs about love, and he loved the songs about little doggies. He loved the songs about cowboys, and he loved the songs about little doggies. He loved the songs about girls, And he loved the songs about little doggies. And then Holler realized something. When he was quiet, he could listen better. Quiet times could be just fine. Right then, Holler looked at the sky. A tornado. He could flatten the town. Wow! Puny town! Ha! Library! No more! Wow! Holler knew in his heart that sure, there were times to be quiet, but there were also times to be loud. Listen up! The tornado blew a raspberry at him. I made it! Listen up, you big bag of wind. This here's my town, so you best skedaddle. Holler was so loud, so knee-shaking, earthquaking, toe-snapping loud that he blew the tornado into 1,000 sweet, teeny, breezy breezes. Not one with an ounce of sass. It was official. Not only was Holler the loudest bow in history, he was also a hero. Yippee-ki-yay, the whole town cheered. Yee-haw! Yahoo, 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 sang the barbershop quartet. And Mama and Papa sighed. All righty. Gramps said, Holler. Oh, you're not Holler. Holler. For the first time in my life, I heard something. I don't know what it was, but I heard it. It made me proud. From that moment on, Holler was quiet at quiet times and loud at loud times. The townsfolk were so delighted they put his name on a very important sign. Welcome to Holler Loudly New Public Library. Please hush. Bang, bang! Hush.
Little Miss Muffet sat in her tuffet.
Mommy?
Yes, Katie?
Ooh, what's a tuffet?
Eating her curtain way, but along came a spider
Mommy?
that... Yes, Katie?
Ooh, what's a trashy?
Bleep! Katie, where did you hear that word?
A TV show?
Katie, daytime smut is not for little girls.
Sorry, Mommy.
That's okay, sweetie. And all the king's horses, and all the king's men.
Whoop.
Bum, 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 bum. Welcome to the Bow Show! My name is Little Bo Peep, and though I may be little, I have a big personality. Ding! On a more serious note, the search continues for my missing sheep. They seem to be fluffy, adorable, and wagging their tails behind them. In times like this, I like to cheer myself up with the sheer exuberance that one can only find through the exploitation of other people's problems! Now, let's get into it. Bum, 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 bum. All little kids have dreams. Some realistic, some unrealistic. See, when I was a little girl, I had a very realistic dream of selling dolphins on the black market. But are you here? Or you tell me what you want to do?
I wanted to be a talk show host.
Talk show host, I mean, like what?
Okay. But think about it. Dr. Phil.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Or Jerry Springer.
I'll beat you like a woman, and I'll beat you like a man.
Or my personal favorite, the one where they have to figure out if they're siblings or dating. And you know, me and Jordan get asked a lot. Are we siblings? Are we dating?
And you know what we say to that? Both! You know what? You're so right. But what would you call it?
The Bo Show.
By Betty Gerard. Bum, 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 bum. Our first guest of the evening is a young woman who says that her ex-boyfriend seemed to be the perfect guy, but ended up being the perfect pest. Let's welcome to the show, Missy!
Hey, Bo.
Missy, tell us what happened.
Well, I was sitting on my tuffet and...
Your tuffet?
And well, along came Raspberry and like, we had a connection, you know?
So what went wrong?
Well, he just got like all beside me in my business.
So what did you do?
Well, I up and left.
You go, girl.
But then... I had my baby Dixie, and now Raspberry won't give none of us the time of day.
Let's see what Raspberry has to say about that.
My name's Raspberry, and I'm the baddest spider in town. And I'm 110% sure that I'm not the father.
Let's welcome the show, Raspberry! Boo!
No, you don't know me. You don't know.
Raspberry, welcome to the show. Now, you have stated previously that you do not think you are the father.
That kid don't look nothing like me, Bo. Besides, I caught her cheating on me.
Now, Raspberry, are you suggesting that Missy was unfaithful to you?
I caught him in the act. I caught her kissing Georgie Porgy.
I have in my hands the results of the is this spider baby the spider offspring of the spider test. And when it comes to 3-month-old Dixie, Raspberry, you are the father!
No! Shoot, man! No!
Thank you so much for being with us!
Bum, 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 bum.
Next up on the Bo Show, once in a while, I like to spotlight someone that is found a spirit in the face of tragedy.
In light of my lost sheep.
There's a story of Ruth Ann Dumpty. A mother of 17, Ruth Ann lived with her 17 children and husband in a giant shoe. Up until November of last year when Ruth Ann's husband died of a tragic accident. Ever since she's found herself through mourning, prayer, and a monthly subscription to the Bo magazine. Now, let's welcome her out, Ruth Ann!
Oh, Bo, it's so great to see you.
Ruth Ann takes us back to that day.
Well, I was in my house, vacuuming the heel, when I'd gotten a phone call. I had answered it, and they told me that it was the Kingsmen, which was an oddly vague description at the time. And well, Bo, that's just when they told me that
Yes?
my husband had
Go on.
a fall,
A fall.
a great fall,
Huh?
a fall off of a wall.
I don't really
He's a giant egg, okay?
Oh, I see. Now, how did the kids react to this?
Well, Bo, you've experienced a great loss, right?
You bet your tough it I did.
And you know that with grieving comes attitude and sassiness.
Like,
Like staying out past 8 o'clock.
so Ruth Ann, what did you do?
Bo, I sent a whole mess of them to Sir Willie Winky's boot camp for troubled teens to stay out past 8 o'clock.
Let's take a look.
When I address you, will say, sir, yes, sir. Do you understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
You kids have it so easy these days. There's no respect.
There's 17 of us, sir. We live in a giant shoe, sir.
Well, when I was growing up, there's 23 of us and we lived in Irma. I'm going to work you harder than you have ever been worked. You're going to do 200 push-ups a day.
We don't have any arms, sir.
Then you're going to do 300.
Why are you doing this to us? Our dad fell off a wall.
Because it's a scrambled word out there. And you got to be hard-boiled to survive. Shut up before I shut you up. Don't ever think for a second I won't go full Benedict on you.
Wow. It's really a powerful stuff.
Powerful? He just cracked my baby.
Yes. Yes, he did. Thank you so much for being with us, Ruth Ann.
Bum, 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 bum.
Last up on the Bo Show, we have a husband who says that his wife's disgusting eating habits are ruining their marriage. Let's welcome the show, Jack Strad.
Vroom, vroom.
Well, I have to say, you look great. Thank you. I'm on an all-in diet. All this morning has done wonders for my waistline. Anyway, what seems to be the issue here?
Well, my wife has a bit of a weight problem, but she's confident with her looks. She's put it by the court, doesn't give a tough about what anyone thinks. How's she gonna lose any weight with all that body positivity?
Ugh.
I see. Let's bring her out. Yeah! Boo!
They're jealous. You're all jealous.
Just look at her, she's out of control.
placebo. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Well, this beholder says that you look like a beach whale.
He's right, Joe. You are only as beautiful as we say you are. Which brings us to the leading question. How does one gain such a point of obesity?
Well, she's so lean, but it's not just that. She doesn't eat anything even remotely nutritious.
I see. So, Joe, you wouldn't eat a bowl of cereal?
No.
Peas?
Maybe if it had pudding on it.
I see. And is it true that all this fighting has led to something even more serious?
If I'm more serious, you mean she tried to murder me?
Oh, I did not try to murder you.
Jack takes us back to that day.
Well, it's time to fetch water from on top of the hill.
Only you didn't tell me with water we would fetch it.
I see. Joe, what did you think you were going to fetch?
Pudding.
I see. You thought you were going to fetch a pail of pudding from on top of the hill.
Yes, and he laughed so bad.
Oh, you salted it!
Yes, I pushed him out and said, "Go get me some pudding, skinny."
And on my way down, I break my crown.
He broke his crown! Jill, on the Bo Show, we believe that every internal problem comes from an external resolution. So the only thing we can do for you is makeover! We'll take the fat from your stomach and put it in your lips. We'll take the fat from your thighs and put it in your breasties. We'll shrink your waist size down to an inch so that you won't gain an ounce.
Wait.
What?
I like her the way she is. I like my girls with a little extra junk in their badunk.
Katie. Katie, did you have a nice read?
Yeah, I dreamt of the Mother Goosey book, Mommy.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. It's the best book in the whole world.
You think so?
Straight trippin'.
Hey Nate, are you okay in there?
Dad, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Is everything all right? You've been in there for a long time, and your burrito is getting cold.
Okay, I'm coming.
All right, see you soon.
Oh, wait, I'm stuck.
What's that, son?
I'm locked in.
What do you mean you're locked in?
Yeah, I mean, the door's stuck. I tried to open it, and it just won't move. Dad, I'm scared. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Drifting through the wind?
Wanting to start again? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Did that make you nervous?
Anxious?
Uncomfortable?
Fearful?
Fear can stop us from taking opportunities that are right in front of us.
So welcome every opportunity with an open door.
In other words,
Don't let fear keep you locked in by Rick Francis. 'Cause baby, you are a firework. Try open the door again, son. I'm right here.
No. It just won't open. And there's something sticky on the door handle. And I'm getting so hungry.
Nate, you've been in there for 15 minutes. You're gonna be fine.
Slide me a chip under the door.
I think you can wait. Oh, good. Here's a manager. It seems my son Nate is locked inside your bathroom. The door won't open. I see ya. Don't worry! We'll get you out soon, Nat!
Nate.
What?
Nate. My name is Nate.
Oh! Okay, sorry, Nat. You're being really brave in there. Our doors keep getting locked around here. We might even have a ghost.
Not the best thing to tell me when I'm alone in this bathroom.
Okay, looks like the lock is stuck. But if we can get something sharp to stick in there.
Hey, boss, I've got the knife.
Oh, bring it over here, Brett. We can stick it in the lock. Okay? It is going in. Give it a second. Okay.
What's going on?
Nothing, Nate. Nothing at all. You cut off my damn finger, Brett.
That's right, and I do it again. That's what you get for treating the staff the way you do, you son of a...
Yelling at each other isn't going to get me out of here. Dad, what is going on? Is everything okay?
Let him work it out, son. It'll all be okay.
Just get me out of here. Excuse me. Is your son going to be much longer?
Hey, back off. He's stuck in there.
Well, my daughter's just been potty trained, and she needs to go this instant.
Daddy! Daddy, I gotta go TT. Well, we're in a bit of a crisis here.
Well, that's not good enough.
Well, you could just go to hell.
Why don't you try
And make me.
Brett, throw me the knife. What?
What?
Just do it.
You stabbed me in the leg.
You stabbed him! Daddy! Ow, what is my finger?
Dad, what's going on?
You heard none of that, son. We just have a man without a finger. Daddy!
It's okay, honey.
And a little girl peeing on the ground.
Hold. Oh.
Excuse me, my name's Officer Douglas. This is Officer McCarthy.
Howdy.
There's been a lot of activity around here, and we were just over there. Enjoying our tacos.
Oh my goodness, is he dead?
Uh,
And where is your finger?
Hello, officers. I assure you, this is not what it looks like. Somebody find my finger!
You will never get it back. I'm going to put it in a burrito.
Screw you, Daddy!
I love you, sweetie. Come here and give me a hug. Get me out of this bathroom!
Looks like you're in some deep doo-doo. We're gonna have to take you in. You've broken several laws. Let's go. Hey, put the gun away.
Gun, get on the ground. Poof! Ha-cha-cha.
What the?
Take this, you pigs in uniform.
What in the-
Mom, is that you? Yes, Nathan, it's me. I just handcuffed these two cops together, and now I have both of their guns. Brett, grab one of these guns.
What? Why am I involved?
Ma'am, let us go right now.
This could cost you years in prison.
Honey, I'm proud of you. But why did you handcuff them to the bathroom door?
I didn't think about that.
Daddy, don't go to sleep.
I won't, sweetie.
Not until you graduate from college.
I hope you're happy, Brett. I have a missing digit, and I am bleeding to death.
You deserve it, you penny pincher!
Brett, give it a rest already. Parents are going to jail, son.
For a long time.
Hey, who said you could talk to my son? Ow! Don't hit me with my own gun.
Shut up! My husband can do whatever he wants. Whatever he wants! Hello?
Hey, Nate.
Who said that?
It's me, the ghost of the bathroom. Welcome to your new home.
No!
And by the way, your burrito is stone cold by now.
No! Dad! Get me out! Get me out, please! Get me out!
Is that a ghost? I told you.
It's real, man.
I'll be a ghost soon enough. And mister, I'll haunt you forever.
Excuse me. We're from the Catholic Church down the street. We were just in that corner booth enjoying our chimichangas.
Yes! And I am Father O'Reilly. This is Sister Heaven. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Daddy!
I think I see Grandma, honey.
Dude, stop being so dramatic. It's a leg wound. You're
Yes,
fine.
so says Stabby McGee over here. Get me out of here!
Is there a young man stuck in there?
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, we don't know how to get him out. Well, I am also a locksmith. It comes in handy when you lock the keys inside the confessional. I'll get him out for you. You would do that?
Of course we would. If you smuggle these kittens across the Mexican border.
Kittens? That is so illegal.
We won't do that.
Yeah, we just want our son. We don't want to smuggle kittens.
Just smuggle the kittens. I hate it in his bathroom. No, Nate, we can't do that.
Nuh-uh, son. We're parents, not kitty smugglers.
I'll smuggle kittens.
Brett, seriously, shut up.
Then you're just a bunch of stupid sinners, and we ain't got the time for none of ya.
Burn in the pits of hell! If you don't want the kittens, we'll bring the cannons. Bring the cannons!
Wait, no! Mom, Dad, oh no. Oh.
Nate?
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 Nat?
Goodbye, cruel world. How about that? Door wasn't locked the whole time.
I know, son. Good for you.
That's Nate. I thought they'd be cooler.
Brett, shut up!
Mom, Dad,
Yes, Nate.
yes, Nathan. From now on, the only place that I want to go to the bathroom is in my own home.
Great, let's go now.
Bye, Nathan. Woo!
Bye, Ghost.
Brett, call me an ambulance.
You're an ambulance.
Brett!
Okay. Way back when I was just a little itty boy, living in a box under the stairs in the corner of a basement of the house half a block down the street from Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. Well, back then, life was going swell and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning, my mother would bake me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Big bowl of sauerkraut every single morning. It was driving me crazy. So I said to my mom, I said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" And my dear, sweet mother, she just looked at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right next to me. And she said, "It's good for you." And then she tied me to a wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical, faraway place. When I was younger, I had to drink bone broth and eat Utah papayas every single morning. I also felt incredibly trapped on this little island without any friends or extended family. This story is about a guy with a similar situation as me, having to eat sauerkraut and feeling like he never had a shot to escape to a magical, faraway place. Albuquerque by Weird Al Yankovic, where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are also fluffy, and where the Shriners and the Lepers play their ukuleles all day long and anybody on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Yeah, waka waka doo-doo, yeah, well let me tell you people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. Well, I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. Well, I'd never been on a real airplane before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except for the fact that I had to sit between two large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor, and the little kid in the back of me kept throwing up the whole time, and the in-flight attendants ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts, and the three of the airplane engines burned out, and we went to a tailspin and crashed into a hillside, and the plane exploded, and a giant fireball, and everybody died. Except for me. You know why? Because I had my tray table up and my seat back in the full of pride position. So then I crawled from that twisted, burning wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 full days, dragging along my big leather suitcase and my garment bag and my tenor saxophone and my 12-pound bowling ball and my lucky autograph glow-in-the-dark snorkel. When finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn, where the towels are also fluffy. And you can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you wanna. It's okay, they're clean. So I checked into my room and I turned on the AC and I turned on the SpectraVision. And I'm about to just eat that little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much, when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, now, who could that be? I said, "Who is it?" There's no answer. "Who is it?" There's no answer. "Who is it?" They're not saying anything. So finally I go over and I open the door, and just as I suspected, it's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only one nostril. Oh man, I hate it when I'm right. Well, anyway, he bursts in my room and he grabs my lucky snorkel, and I'm like, "Hey, you can't have that. That snorkel's just been like a snorkel to me." And he's like, "Tough." And I'm like, "Give it." And he's like, "Nick me." And I'm like, "Okay." So I grabbed his leg and he grabs my esophagus and I bit off his hair and he chewed off my eyebrows and I took out his appendix and he gave me colonic irrigation. And yes, you better believe it. And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. And you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, "If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator in Albuquerque. Wee, 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 wee." Well, I know it's kind of... Oh, well, to make a long story short, he got away with my snorkel. But I made a solemn vow right then and there that I would not rest, I would not sleep for an instant until the one-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first, I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked up to the guy behind the counter and he's all like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And I was like, "You got any glazed donuts?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm out of glazed donuts." "You're out of glazed donuts? Well, in that case, what do you have?" "All I got right now is this one box of 12 starving crazed weasels." "Okay, I'll take that." So he hands me the box and I open up the lid and the weasels jump out. They immediately latch onto my face and start biting me all over. Oh man, they were just going nuts. They were tearing me apart. And I think it was just about that time that a little ditty started going through my head. And I believe it went a little something like this. "Ah, get off me, get off me! Holy frick! Please, get off me! So I ran out of the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, just running all around, just running like a constipated wiener dog. And as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and a hair the color of strained peaches. And I'll never forget the first thing she said to me. She said, "Hey, you got weasels on your face?" And that's when I knew it was true love. We were inseparable after that. Oh yeah, we ate together, we bathed together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. So we got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. Oh, we were so very, very, very happy. Oh yeah. But then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, "Sweetie Pumpkin, do you want to join the Columbia Record Club?" And I was like, "Whoa, hold on now, baby. I don't think I'm ready for that kind of commitment." So we broke up and I never saw her again. But that's just the way things go. Well, anyway, I know it's kind of been a roundabout way of saying things, but I guess the whole point I'm trying to make here is I hate sauerkraut. That's all I'm really trying to say. So if one day you happen to wake up and find yourself in an existential quandary, full of loathing and self-doubt and pained with the isolation of your pitiful, meaningless existence, at least you could take a small bit of comfort in knowing that somewhere out there in this crazy old mixed-up universe of ours, there's still a little place called Albuquerque.
today I started first grade, and I learned how to tell time on fancy clocks. And I met a girl. Her name is Cindy, and I hate her. She's icky. She invited me over to have a tea party with her stupid stuffed animals, so then I punched her in the face. And then Miss Peterson gave me a timeout, but I saw mooses, but Dad doesn't like mooses ever since one bit off his right leg.
Dear Diary, Max is a butthead. He punched me, and he hits like a sissy, but I pretended to cry so that he would get in trouble. My tea party will be so much fun. Well, Mommy's making her homemade brownies, and I love them because they taste like pork ribs. But we're not allowed to buy them because Daddy's Jewish. Mr. Bunny and Dominatrix Barbie were supposed to get married at my tea party, but Mommy doesn't think the marriage will last. She's a divorce lawyer.
What is love?
Love is the late night phone calls, the just because flowers, and showing up for each other no matter what.
Love is talking it out even when it's hard and doing what is right even when it hurts.
A 2022 news poll showed that 86% of people believe in or have experienced true love.
And to anyone who has recently had their heart broken, you can only accept what you can't change, and you can only change what you can't accept.
We live in a world full of hopeless romantics and a world that idolizes the idea that relationships don't need attachment.
We're here to tell you that love is real, and the most valuable things in life are hard to find.
This is Max
And Cindy by James Sweeney. February something. I'm not really sure what day it is. I think it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but Cindy's mom is guiding my parents through divorce. Yeah, Dad pulled a Moby Dick, claiming he wouldn't rest until he settled the score with that pesky moose, and that didn't settle well with Mom. But anyways, there is this really hot chick in my math class. You remember Cindy, this hot chick. She sits right next to Cindy. And today, I winked at her. Oh. And she winked back. She winked back twice. So I guess it was a little bit more of a blink, but either way, it was total chemistry. I mean, one Max plus one hot chick equals too much hotness for one formula. In chemistry, we call that a synthesis equation. Or you could just call it math, because that's pretty lame.
Dear Diary, Max Collins just turned 16. Oh, my parents' conflicting religions. He's hot with two T's. Ever since he went out for the football team and had his asthma condition literally knocked out of him, he transformed from a geek into a god. Like how an oyster turns into a pearl. And I think he's finally noticing me because he winked at me today in math class. Diary, do you think we're meant to be together forever?
February something else. Today, I asked that hot chick out.
Dear Diary, I hate my life. I'm fat, and I'm ugly, and my nose is too big, and my eyes are too close to my ears, and my hair's too, and my lips are too Auntie Angelina, and why doesn't Max like me? He's dating this, I don't even know the word for it, this girl, and I hate her. I wish she'd grow a big toe on her face or die of carpal tunnel. Ugh.
March 1st. Ever since that hot chick from math class mysteriously went missing on our class field trip to Hungry Grizzly Bear Forest, I've started to notice Cindy. I realize now that she's always been here for me. When my parents got divorced, that time I got peanut butter stuck up my nose, when Dad got arrested for killing moose out of season. And because she's been loyal and honest, and I enjoy sharing my true feelings with her, I've decided to date her. I'm just joshing you. I only asked her out because she's hot.
Dear Diary, Mr. and Mrs. Max Collins. Mr. and Mrs. Max Collins.
April 10th. Prom is almost here. And I hate proms. They're icky. But Cindy, she keeps dropping these subtle hints. Like she wants to go. She's like, hey, Max, I want to go to prom. And I don't know. But there is a game on ESPN that night, and even though I've already seen it, I forgot who won, so I want to watch it again. I guess I have to decide what's more important in life, Cindy or football. This hurts my brain. You know, if only Cindy were a football, then all my problems would be solved. Cindy probably wouldn't let me kick her across the field. She's sensitive like that.
Dear Diary, yesterday was prom, but I didn't go because Max never asked me. Diary, I don't think we're meant to be together.
May 20th. Cindy did not come to math class this week. I hope there's not a test I'm supposed to be skipping, but for some subconscious reason, I think Cindy might be mad at me, and that makes my stomach feel really funny, except I'm not laughing. I think I might kinda, sorta, somewhat love Cindy. I guess I should tell her. Oh, no, but not in person. Oh, not in person. Online. Instant messenger. In Cambodian. Backwards.
Dear Diary, Max finally said the 3 words I've waited my whole life to hear.
Lost little knob.
Better yet, he proposed. But there's no engagement ring because Max's McJob only pays $6 an hour. So instead, he got a license plate. Meant to be was taken, and I love Cindy because she's hot was too long. So he settled for Max and Cindy.
June 13th. You never would have guessed it, but tomorrow is me and Cindy's 75th wedding anniversary. You never would have guessed it, but Cindy and I, we've been together for almost, well, 75 years. We had children. Well, child, after that unfortunate moose incident. They really should put a label on those things, but we're grateful for Mindy. You never would have guessed it, but Mindy is what happens when Max and Cindy get together in more ways than one. Cax was our other child. It doesn't really sound like a name, so we count our blessings that the moose didn't take Mindy instead. And after we had children, we had grandchildren. We might even have great-grandchildren, but you'd have to ask Cindy. I never pay attention to those sorts of things.
Dear Diary, 75 is a big number. Really gets 74 and 76 jealous. Probably because it's 3/4. Back in the day, you could buy a candy bar for 3/4, and now they're $2.65. I stand by idly watching prices rise. Still in love with my Max. Secretly wishing I had teeth. But Max and I still have something to look forward to. A whole quarter of marriage. Back in the day, you could buy a gumball for a quarter. Now they're a quarter. Oh, that's the same number. It's good some things never change. I will always love Mindy and Cax. I will always never go to prom. I will always love pork chips. And I will always love my husband. My one-of-a-kind Prince Charming.
Lost duo knob.
Aphrodite, this has been the best summer ever!
Oh, Adonis, I'm gonna miss you. Will I ever see you again?
I don't know. You're moving to Athens. I'm staying here in Troy. Our high schools are awfully big rivals, you know?
I wish this summer could last forever.
Dope.
Da-do, da-do, da-da-da-da-do, da-do, da-do, da-da-da-da-do. Grecian summer had me in da-da-da-da-do.
Grecian summer over too fast.
Da-da-da-da-do. Met a guy, cute as can be.
I won't forget my
Da-da-da-da-da.
Aphrodite.
Grecian days drift into nights, but oh, those Grecian nights. I do, ba do, ba do, ba do.
For as long as humans have been around,
They've been going about the business of
making more humans. And tied up in that is the messy business of relationships.
And while it might be tempting to think of the ancientness above all that,
They were way too busy just barely surviving without modern things like refrigeration and electricity.
but the truth is much deeper and juicier. Like Orpheus, the legendary poet, and songwriter who lost his love to a single glance.
No! Or Narcissus, the hunter, known for his unparalleled beauty,
And tragic vanity.
who took one look at himself and thought,
Wow, that is one good-looking guy.
and decided there was nothing else worth looking at.
And so he spent the rest of his days locked in the world's most intense staring contest.
With himself.
Till he died!
Or something like that. I didn't write the story.
Come on, what do you mean? I don't know. What? But our story is way happier than those ones.
Grease, the Ancient Musical by Gregory T. Burns.
And Brian Denbo. Good morning! Trojans! Welcome to another year at THS. So let's make this year a year that will go down in Trojan history!
My name's Aphrodite.
Oh, I love your hair.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, my Zeus. Your stinky hair just talked.
Nah, it does not. Every day is a bad hair day for me.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, ba, 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 bow, ba, 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 bow, ba, 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 bow.
Oh!
Ooh, the boys are here. Achilles and the rest of the Gorgons. The Gorgons is the name of the little boys club.
Medusa, you're looking good tonight.
Thanks, Achilles. You like my hair?
Yeah, it's so sexy, dangerous, different.
You have no idea. She's a bad girl. Shut up, Snakes. This is a private conversation. Achilles, you and I will definitely have our moment. But first, I want one of your Gorgon boys to meet our newest Gorgon girl. Aphrodite, I got a surprise for you.
I love surprises.
Adonis, get on over here. What do you want, Medusa? Did you finally decide to dump Achilles and get yourself a real man?
Adonis?
Aphrodite, I thought you moved back to Athens.
My parents moved here. I'm a Trojan now.
Oh, my Zeus, Aphrodite.
You know this girl?
Yeah, we met over the summer, had some fun, yeah.
Adonis, what's wrong with you?
What can I say, girl? You know I like to play the field.
That's the Adonis I know. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you aren't the guy I thought you were. How can you be so mean? I never want to see you again.
Wow, Adonis. You really have a way with the ladies, don't you? Achilles, can we go? I'm starving. I feel like I'm eating Verdell. Or 14. Shut up, Snakes. Aphrodite.
Oh, Helen, what happened to him? He was so sweet this summer.
Who knows? Boys. I've never had my heart broken, and I don't think Adonis was joking. But now I have to sing. It's odd, but it's this thing I do. I'm satirically singing for you. Thanks, Aphrodite, for giving me another chance. I'm sorry about how I acted before. It's just when I'm with the Gorgons, I gotta be one of the guys, you know? Hey, let's pretend this is our first date.
Okay, sure. So, How's school going for you?
My favorite class is chemistry, and this year for science fair, my lab partner is creating this new pliable moldable substance.
Neat. Who's your lab partner?
Play-Doh. He's cool.
You look like you have something going on in your head. What's wrong, Adonis?
Yeah, I guess I'm just really nervous for this good chariot race that's coming up tomorrow. You know, Perseus claims he has this secret weapon, a horse that can fly.
Yeah?
And talk.
Nay. I'm sorry, Adonis, but I don't believe in such a thing as a horse that can talk.
Well, this one can. You'll see. We can't just let the Hades gang win. They're so underworld, you know?
You're gonna win. I just know it. Too bad the Hades team couldn't just freeze over.
Hey, Aphrodite,
Yes, Adonis?
can I ask you something?
No, me and Hercules did
No, not that. I just wanted to know if you would
No, I'm a good girl now. So I'm not going
go
to.
steady with me.
Is the earth flat?
Trojans! This is it.
Yes,
The
yeah.
Trojans have never lost a race with home Coliseum advantage. Trojans! Let's show the Hades gang who's boss!
Yeah, Trojans!
Perseus, thanks for bringing the secret weapon. You mean my talking horse? No other school has a horse with wings. My horse can fly, too.
But I still have an accent.
We are so gonna win this race.
Boys, ready to win the race?
Yeah.
Medusa and I thought we'd snake back here and wish you guys luck.
Uh-huh. Aphrodite, that's so sweet. But you should not have brought Medusa with you.
Why not?
Horses are afraid of snakes. Oh no, Perseus is fainted.
Adonis, you can drive the chariot.
I can?
Yes, you can. If you can't do it, no one can.
Aphrodite, I think you just invented cheerleading.
Pegasus, can my boyfriend Adonis here drive the chariot today? Bury him than a whistler's married. Adonis, hop on and hold on down.
Hey, Pegasus, how fast can you fly?
Ever heard of grease lightning?
I'm
I'm flying super fast with my wings flapping up and down.
You can do it, I know you can do it.
I can pull a chariot way faster than all these
We're
clowns.
beating Hades, we're really beating Hades.
My wings on clear. Your body's reps. We're gonna win.
Go, 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 go!
And I'm turning to the right and we're headed for the finish line.
We're almost there, by Zeus, we're A-okay.
If we win this race, I'll be ready to wine and
I'll
dine.
give you water, yes, I'll feed you hay.
I'm really tired.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Hey!
Gonna win.
Go, 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 go! We did it, we won.
Adonis,
I love your
you have the
hair.
body of a
We can
Greek
play the last
god.
song. It's
You just
beautiful,
saw
right?
the out of the sporting
Shut up, Six, I
arena.
love you.
I love you too.
Hey, you two, don't forget we're graduating. And we're gonna be the first class to go down in mythology. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. We'll be mythology like Alpha, Beta, Theta, Nu, Omega, Sigma. Remember forever like Delta, Zeta, Kappa, Phi, Gamma, Sigma, Theta. We're Greeks, not a bunch of freaks, and we'll put on a show.